Good morning class. Myself Pooja Verma going to take my lecture on subject concept of programming language in C. As we already see in the last previous lectures about the what is the programming language C, history of the programming language C, and then various constant, variable, keywords, and also we see the various type of algorithms, structural method, high level language. And generation of programming language, how the machine learning comes, then how the assembly language is being used, and then how the high level language programming language being used. So now I am going to take my lecture today to how to write and execute the program in C programming language. As I already told you that like grammar, English language, Hindi language, and so on, we must be learn about something grammar, and after learning the grammar we can easy to write that language. So similarly, in the case of the programming language also, we must be know about the programming language syntax. Syntax is nothing, it's just a type of language grammar. Okay, that means some kind of rules, regulation we must be followed to how to write that program. So here we are going to write the programming language C. So here we are going to write our program in programming language C. So we must be have some basic introduction of the C, and then software of C, how to use that particular software, and how it perform the various operation, so on. So let's start with the writing and executing of first program in C programming language. Firstly, the program must be written in an editor's wait a minute firstly the programs will be written in an editors and must be compiled so that it can be executed. That means what? First we have to write our program concept, that means instructions, into a with the help of an editors, and then compile that, and then we can execute our programs. Thus a compiler is required. A compiler vendor provide an IDE, which is known as the integrated development environment. This include an editors as well as compilers also, like Turbo C, Dev C, and so on. So next, the program written in these editors are compiled and executed through the Turbo C only. That means what? That means whatever I discussed with you here in this my lectures, actually I use the Turbo C programming language software. So that only here whatever the syntax, whatever the writing style I am discussing, that only followed by the Turbo C format. Okay, so the first point, how to open the Turbo C software to write our program. That means what? To open the editors to write our program. So first of all, click on my computer, then go to the C drives, then TC. TC is nothing, is just used for the Turbo C. That means T from here and C from here, Turbo C, and then go to the folder bin, and where we can see that tc.exe. And then this method, this is nothing, is just a type of step. What kind of the step you perform to see where the Turbo C software is set, that means installed in your system. Then pretend that Turbo C is already installed, perform or above each step. That means what? I am here just predicting that you have installed this software in your system, and then perform these steps. So you can find whenever you click on this tc.exe file, then what you get? You get a type of window open on your system. Maybe it may be blue color or maybe it black color and so on. It just totally depends on your system, and maybe some kind of the background settings and so on. So here I just show you a layout of the editors of C programming language of Turbo C program, where we can see the so many options like file, edit, search, run, compile, debug, and so on at the last of the help. And also we can see there are type of boundary, and where there are a type of cursor, and here a type of cursor. This is basically help to you, and by this arrow button we can, if we open so many files, then we can go through the we can move another to another files also. So this is here also. Don't worry class, I will also show you that particular software at the end of this lecture. I will show you the exact software layout and so on. So don't worry, here just I give you basic introduction so that you will be little bit introduced about this, familiar about this software. So whenever I used any operations at that time, so you must be understand whatever I click, then you must be understand that what I exactly want and why I click on that buttons and so on. So right now I just want to write a program on this editor. So what I step followed by me, that click on the files and then open the new. When we click on the file menu, then we see that there are so many Dropbox, there are so many options occur in the Dropbox. So go through the new and then click on the file, and we can also save of our file. Though, so means what, कि before going to execute, either I want to set, as I told you that C in the C language in the computer we can save our file also. So if I write any program and I want to save that file, so I can save that file also with the help of name, whatever you want to give your first program name, and dot C. Dot C is the compulsory to save your file in C format, that means in programming language C. So this is a compulsory for writing the dot C, okay, to save the program. So first of all, I am going to discuss you structure of writing of C programming language. That is what here I am just discussing you with you that what kind of the grammar, like when we go to learn the English language, then our teachers taught us that first we know the meaning of subject, then meaning of verb, adverbs, and so on. So similarly here also there are many formats. First what we have to be write, then what we have to call, then what we have to be do, and so on. So similarly in this slide I can share you what kind of the step followed by the writing a program in C language. So first of all we have to write a comment. This is not a compulsory part. Comment is an optional part. You can write or not. This is totally depends on you, because by the help of comment section you just give the information to the programmer that what exactly I want to do or I am going to do. So the most important part is starting from here, like sorry, like here preprocessor directories, then second global variables, then main function, then scope of main function, we can call also the local variable, various statements, and also if we see that there are some kind of other function also required, then we can also call that functions out of the main functions. And also there are some, if we feel that there are some local variables is required, then we can declare that variable and then statement and so on. So what we understand from here, we understand that first of all writing a C programming language we must be have calling of preprocessor directories. What is the preprocessor directories? We can see in the next page. So first of all just learn what is the order of writing a program. First what we write, first we need to decide, we need to call a preprocessor directives, and after that we need to declare the global variables. If there are any variables which are used by each and every functions, then we can call that type of variables known as the global variable. That means this function will be used by main function and also by first function 1, function 2, and so on. That means all the functions may be called that variable. So that type of variable we declare in the global variables. The next, main function. This is the most important point. What main function? Main function is nothing, it's just like you can say that your notebook, yeah, you can say your answer sheet in the exam paper. If you write your whatever you give the answer in your answer sheet paper given by the college, that will be marked for your and for your result. If you write something on another page or another copy, so what do you think, that will be marked as for your result? No, that copy will be not checked by any of examiner and so on. So this is the most important point in the C programming language. Whatever the exactly we want to do, we must be have did that parts in this scope. That means from here to here, beginning of main function and before closing of main function. So this scope area is basically most important part of the main function, or we can say in the writing of C programming language. Whatever we want to write, we must be write that concept, that logic will be here only. And if we see that there are some kind of another functions required, then what kind of the state will be taken happen in this function. So we again describe that function, and then scope, within a scope of that function. Scope means what? After the beginning is open curly braces, before the curly braces, the area is known as the scope of this. That means what? The area covered by this curly braces. Okay, this is known as a scope of functions. So this is important point. So just let's see one by one headings like comment, preprocessor, what is the global variable, what is the local variable, what is the main function, what is the symbol function, and so on. So starting with the comment part, generally we use for the documentation purpose. Like I want to write my first program language, so I just comment that going to write my first program on date this, like this. This it totally depends on you, whatever you want to write to for the documentation person, for the recording person, and so on. Okay, so can be placed anywhere in the program and are enclosed between the delimiters. So first of all, what is the important part? We can write the comment in anywhere. Like we can't define the global variable after the main function. No, yeah, or within a main function. If here we define the global function and want to access in the function 1, then we can't access that variable. Because of why? Because the variables described in this scope is only accessed by in this scope only. Okay, so there are terms and conditions that you must be write your variables in here only. You must be write your global variable before the functions calling, before the main functions calling or another function calling. If you want to describe, if you want to set any variables as a global variable, then you must be write that variable here only. And you must be write your, first of all, you must be call the preprocessor directives. But in the case of the comment, you can call it anywhere in your program. First of all, most important point. And what kind of the syntax being used to call a comment? So first function is, the first delimiters is this. That means what? Slash, star, then your comments, whatever you want to write, then star, and then slash, backslash. Okay, this is the one method to write your comment, which is basically used for writing your multiple lines comment. If you write just single line, single bit, like my first comment is this, so simple line, that means a type of single line. So in this case you can use this syntax also, that means double slash. Okay, so this is totally depends on you, whatever you use here, this line or this line. If you have multiple lines, like you want to write my name is this, and I want to go here, I am belonging from this city. If you are writing these lines in the two multiple lines, that means two lines, then you must be apply in each and every lines, before each and every lines this syntax, or you can just start this and number of lines you can write and then close by this. So compiler can understand that whatever the written between these and this syntax is just a type of comment. And the most important point, the part of the comment cannot be executed by the compiler. Because of what? Because the comment section is just only for the purpose of documentation, does not play any kind of the operation into the programming part. Okay, so this is just type of headings before writing anything and so on. This is just type of headings. Okay, so the most important parts where we go to start preprocessor directives. Okay, this is the most important part. We must understand about this seriously. So start with the preprocessor directives, or proceed through the preprocessor before the C source code passes to the compiler. So that means what? We must be declare preprocessor directive before writing the any kind of program and want to execute any kind of program. That means compiler first of all read this line, and after reading this line, the compiler decided what we need to have before going to execute the following instructions being written by the user. Okay, so the commonly used preprocessor directives are, first point, has include which is used for the including the header files and like has defined. These are the two types of preprocessor directives. This is basically known as the preprocessor. This part, the preprocessor, and include is just used for calling of that including that function, either that header files or another things. Basically, when we combine that has include, the meaning of that portion is known as used for including the header files. By the definition, you can say including what? Including the header files. So most important point is what? Whenever we go to write this syntax, we can see the syntax of has include that colon, then close triangle angular brackets, then we can write studio.h, conio.h. .h means what? For the header files we can use .h format. Okay, similarly .define, sorry, hashtag if defined, this is basically known as hash function. Here is known as the preprocessor directives, and this is basically used for defining purpose, for including purpose, and so on. So whenever we want to define any kind of macros, like we want to define some kind of the functions, some kind of the macro symbolic constant, so here we can use the symbol define and then declare that format. Here we can learn going easily how to call this function, one by one when we are going to teach, when we are going to learn our programming concepts. Okay, so let's start with the function part. Why we go through the function part? Because we did the preprocessor directives. Now global part, we can learn that globally the variables which we want to access by each and every functions, so we need to declare that variable as a globally before the main function. And if you want to declare, if you want to access any variable into the scope area only, that means the use of that particular variable, like variable a, b, c, and this the function of the role of a, b, c is only belongs to here only, so that type of variable is known as the local variable. Okay, so this second part is also covered. So third part is the function. Function is basically divided into the two portion. First main function and second simple function. Simple function is user defined function. Okay, the main function is defined by our syntax. According to the syntax of writing C program, we must be define the main function, but this is not compulsory that each and every program we must be write our user defined function. No, according to the use of, according to the target of goal of our program, it totally depends on the user, it's calling of a user defined function or not. Okay, so every C program has one or more functions. If a program has only one function, then it must be main function. Okay, main function. Why? Because if a program have one or more function, it can have one or more function, but if the program has only one function, then it must be what? It must be your main function, because without the main function, compiler can't read anything. Compiler going to execute, going to compile anything after read the main function. That main means what? This. After reading this function, compiler can start execution of C program language. So here I also mentioned that the execution of C program being start after the main function reading. Okay, so it has two parts. First, declaration of the local variables, and second, statements. So how it has two parts? I also mentioned in the syntax that first we need to write some local variable which are we going to use in this statement. Okay, so first we need to declare that variables, and then our statements. Statements means what? Our programming style, our programming concept, rule, regression, whatever we want to do, steps and so on. This is basically happened here. So scope of the local function is local for that function only, and then statement are executed one by one only. Okay, if we write the 5 statement, then first of all statement 1 being executed, and after that statement 2, and then after that statement 3, and so on. So there are many kind of other functions also, like function 1, function 2, function 3, so on. This is not totally depends that how, as I write here, so you have to be write that function 1. No, this is totally depends on you. Whatever you want to write, you just write here that, and here the open and close bracket you have to mention. So compiler can easily understand that this is basically a type of function, and this is a type of user defined function. So what is this? This is a type of user defined function. Okay, so which may be defined either before or the main function also. because the calling of that function is basically happen into the main function. So either you can define it before the function, after the function, doesn't mean that. You can define anywhere after the preprocessor directives. Okay, after the preprocessor directives you can define it anywhere, so that which is also have the local variables and also the various statements like our main program. So next point is the global variable. As I already told you that if any variable is used by the number of the functions, not only the main function, not only the function one, if you can see that a function can be used by one or more than one function. Okay, so in simple language you can understand if any variable is being used by more than one function, then we can use a type of global variable declaration. Okay, so go through the next part, writing a program in C language. Here I am just write a simple program language, write and execute a C program language. First here I write the simple program language, and then also now according to write this program, I can explain each and every syntax, like why the use of void, why the studio dot, what exactly the role of the studio.h, role of the void main function, role of the printf, how the this colon being used, this quotes being is used, why the only this is used, why they are not defined is used here, and so on. The exactly the reason behind to writing this program I will discuss also. So first just match this writing of this programming to the our syntax of writing a program. So first we will see that I write the hash include studio.h. So according to the definition of hash include, we understand that basically the hash including preprocessor directives is being used to including the header files. So is this header file? Yes, because by the extension of the .h I can understand that this is a type of header files. Which type of header files doesn't mean, we will go further. Okay, so right now I am just checking that portion. Second, there are none kind of the variable declaration here, that means there are none kind of the global variable is being used by the main function or any other function. Then we see that void main, then we read the main, that means this is a type of main function. While is just being for the types of main function, that means what kind of this function, integer or void. There are only two types of main function, either it will be integer, either it will be void. So whenever we go to use to void and whenever we are going to use int function, int data types, it will be discussed in the next part. So just see here the writing style. Second, whenever I used to declare the main function, then we must be use the beginning and closing braces. That means scope of the main function. I write here. So, as basically I told you that I am going to write my first program, so I just here write a simple program, simple calling of simple statement that C was developed by the Dennis Ritchie. Okay, so I want to display this line onto the monitor. So as I want to display, I want to display this statement onto the screen. I want to print that statement onto the screen. So that only the printf function, print is basically a type of function. So that was from the f, and print is name of that function. So printf, both are same. There are none kind of the space in among printf. Okay, printf, there are none kind of the space between the each and every letters. Okay, so then without any space you must be write your open bracket, then quotes, start the quotes, and your statement whatever you want to display on the monitor you just write here. You can also write the hello class, my name is this, and so on. Whatever you want to write, you just write here. Okay, then the most important point is, if you open the quotes, then you must be close the quotes, and as you open the bracket, then you close the bracket. The semicolon part is most important part in this programming concept. Semicolon basically guide us that the termination of that statement, because the cursor is start from here and read till the end of its limits. So here by the help of semicolon we can instruct our compiler that just stop to read, you just go to the next line. Okay, we just give the order to the our compiler that just stop here. Okay, because after that we can't write, we don't write here anything, so you just stop here executing that lines and go to the next line. Next line, when the go compiler, then it just read the close. So close means what? That is our program is complete. So now you just execute that file, execute that program whatever I write here. So our compiler just execute and shows the error if here any kind of the error is occur, like syntax error, semantics error, and so on. So whatever kind of the error and when this which error will become, it will be discussed later. So here as I describe the simple programming language, so go through the one by one meaning of that functions being used here. So first as I here use has include studio. So what is the meaning of studio.h? As I already told you that the has include is basically a preprocessor directives including of header files. So as I here also see that studio.h. Studio.h means header files. Which type of header files? By its name we can see that std is basically used for the standard, I is used for the input, O used for the output. That means standard input output library. Okay, that means header file which is known as the standard input output. Okay, so we call here standard input output header files. Header files is just nothing here, that means a type of a header file is just a type, you can say that header file is just a combination of various predefined function. So here as per its names we can say that with the help of studio.h we can give the input value or we can take the output value from our program. That means for giving the input and for receive the output from the system, we just instruct the our C programming language that how to take the input and how to how to give the input and how will receive the output from that particular program. The definition of instructions are included in the library. That means what? This meaning is basically defined into the library functions. There are so many functions are defined, and then after defining that we put into the file which is known as the header file, and then assign its name like studio.h, and we by calling that you can use anything. Okay. So here the studio library invoke the basic function of C into the program like reading, printing, and so on. So there are so many other libraries like math.h, console input output, which is writing for the writing program we can use the conio.h, and so on. Okay. So next line as we used here main function void main. As I already told you, main, after seeing the word main and open and close brackets, we can learn here that the meaning of that lines, that means the calling of main function. Okay, whenever we see the calling of main function, first we need to say it is type of void or it is type of int. Actually before declaring the main function we must be write the type declaration. Okay, so here as we mentioned the void, so basically the void is used as a type of return function, where that means a return function means the output of your program is basically unknown. That means you don't know what is the output of our program. Initially means what? Before writing your program you don't know what is the outcomes of our program. Like if someone told you 2 plus 3, then you know the result of 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. But when you don't know about your any type of result, about any type of your goals, then you just used to write your void function. Okay, so every program must include this function. It is not include, then the program will give an error and will not execute as a program execution is start from the main function method itself. Basically the void function is return type of functions. Void should be used when the return type or value of function is not known. Attention here, not known, that means the result is unknown. Okay, so next open and curly braces. Where the open and curly braces? Here just see your program, open and curly braces. Basically this is used to define the scope of that function, that means the limits from where to where you can use to your space, like whenever we go to any exam, then the teacher will give us the answer sheet. Then we know now that we can write our answer sheet only in this page, only on this copy only. So you know the your limits, only this number of page. So here also you just provide the limits to your program language, your programming, your coding, that from here to here this is your limits. Okay, so these are the basically known as the open and closed curly braces, which state that the beginning and end of that blocks of code. In this case it is start and end of the main program. Basically basically this is used here with the main function. So this is known as the start and ending of the main function program. As I also called here a printf line. Here just see that in the scope of the main function I called a printf. So what is the role of printf? We can say here what is the role of the printf. Basically this is a syntax of printf function. Printf open P is always small. Actually this is the most important point about the C. C is basically a case sensitive language. Like if I write the capital P, that means caps P. So the meaning of caps P is different compared to printf. As per the syntax of C programming language, the printf is predefined function. That means when the author Dennis Ritchie developed this programming language, he decided that small printf open and close bracket with the quotes semicolon is a type of printf functions. So if I write the capital P, so compiler can't understand the meaning of that function. The compiler can't display that lines written in that function. Maybe it show the syntax error. Syntax error means what? The grammatical error. So whenever we see the syntax error, just think that means I mistake some grammatically mistake it happened here. Okay, so the statement print line on a screen, whatever statement you write here is basically print on the screen, send the outputs which is proceed to standard output device. So why the standard input output function is used? Because actually here I am going to give the output to the screen. That means what? We are use the monitor screen to display this line to the user. That means I am going to use the what? I am going to use the monitor. And whenever I want to write this, so what kind of the input device is used? Keyboard. So I also use the input. But when when we declare the variables and want that value of that functions and so on, so input function is basically used. So in this program only output function is used. So as per the definition of library, here only one library is defined in which input and output function is being defined. So here we call the only here I use the output function, but don't worry, we always call for the input and output purpose studio.h. Okay, so here the studio.h being used only for the display of taking the value as an input and displaying the value as an output on the screen. The line which has been printed is mentioned in between the quotes. As I already told you that whatever we want to print onto the screen, we must be write that value into the quotes only. Okay, so semicolon at the end of the line is signifying that end of the statement. As I already told you into the statements also that the semicolon is just give us the instructions that whatever you write here is just end of your lines, end of your terminations. Okay, so at last how to execution of the C program is being done. So after writing the C program, it must be compiled. First of all, it must be compiled. After the compile, actually the compiler is being used to checking our writing style, or we follow the syntax, that means your grammar of programming language or not, whatever you write is properly correct or not, like you don't did here the any kind of the syntax error or logical error, like we want to addition of two numbers and here we in logic we perform the subtraction of two numbers. So this is also most important point which is basically compiled and checked by by the compiler only. Okay, if the compilation is done successfully, then our result will be displayed after the run the program, and if our compilation is not successfully, then as a result we can see a set of errors in the Dropbox box. Okay, so this is the basically the basic step which is did by us during the writing the program language. So in the next minutes we can see how to write a program in the Turbo C, and how to save that files, how to write that programs, and how to execute that files also. Okay, so give me 1 minute. So from here we can see that file, this is a type of editors of our programming language. Okay, so here we can see there are so many options: file, edit, search, run, compile, debug, project, options, window, and helps also. Okay, this is our editor page where we can write our programming language, and after writing that programming language we can save that files. Here I already saved that files, name is the trial.c. so first I'm going to write our program like as I discussed with you how to write our program. So first, according to the syntax, so let's start with the comment. Okay, so comment backslashes comment, going to start our going to start writing my first program. Okay, so as here I am write only a single line. If I want to write multiple lines, so what I used here slash star, then number of lines, then star, and close with the slash. Okay, so here as I use the single line command, so only use that syntax. Then next, according to the syntax, I must be declare the preprocessor directives like include studio dot h, that means was standard input output. Okay, so void main functions enter curly braces. So this is the most important writing style. First, whenever you open any braces, that means whenever you open any delimiters, then you just type that your close bracket also. After that, what is happening whenever you compile your program, sometime actually we forget to close that. Okay, so there are so many kinds of errors or logic errors will be occur. So whenever you open anything, you just at the same time you close that scope also. Okay, so as I only here print, just look at class, I just write all and each every things into the small cases. I also show you the demo of writing some by doing the some mistakes and then compiling that. So what is will be happen here? So C was developed by Dennis Ritchie. Okay, you can write anything here in any format. Don't be think that in the lines whatever you want to print it must be in a small case, it must be in uppercase. No, this is totally depends on you. Whatever you want to display on the screen, like when whatever you want to type headings, so you can, it just totally depends on you. After writing this, you just compile it. There are so many two options. Either you can just press on what alt plus F9, either you just by keywords you just pressed alt plus F9, either you just click here and then go to the compile. Here you can see that my file trial.c will be compile editors by editors. I compile this file. Total number of lines is basically 316 number of lines. Warning, there are 0 warnings. Error, there are 0 errors. Okay, when you see this 0 and 0, just press any key. Okay, either you click on anywhere. Okay, both are same. Either you click on anywhere, either you just press any key in your keyboards. And after that I am going to run our program. So run, for the run I click on run and then go through the run. Either we can go through the control Ctrl F9 button by pressing together with the help of keyboard. So here I play that. So what we say nothing, because as here I use the void, so I must be wait a minute. I must be a call of get ch to hold our output display. So why it is used, I will show you. So wait a minute. So I can see here, after pressing on the button run, we can see run C was developed by the Dennis Ritchie. Press any key, we can go where we can see our program, which I write here. Here the date and time of this has been changed. That means actually the name of this file is already being um, defined by me before today. So I must be resaved it here. So I have to be click on yes. Something warning is here. So just click on the cancel. Let's see the what is happening here. Okay, so just make some kind of errors. As I told you, semicolon is important. You say no, I am not going to write the semicolon. So okay, fine, I am not going to write the semicolon. So just check what kinds of the error being here after compiling that program. Okay, so after compiling that program, further you can also take this short key for compiling. You just press on F9. I just press the F9. So after compiling that program, I can see bit. So okay class, at the end of this lecture, I am just uh, going through the some short keys by which help we can compile our program, and by which help we can also run our programs. So by clicking the two buttons like Alt plus F9, we can compile our program and can see the number of errors comes occur if we make some kind of mistakes during the writing of our programs. Then after compiling, we can see the list of errors, and also when the program is compiled successfully, that means our program is ready to execute, and then execution of the program will start from the main function also. And to execute the programs, either press the CTRL F9, or also we can go through the run options. Okay, so after program execute successfully, press Alt F5 to view the program output also. So see, output of our program has been written before this, like where I write my program, I write here this program. So output of this program after pressing the Alt plus F9 for compiling that program, and after pressing the CTRL plus F9 after run this program, I saw the lines written on the our output device. You just try it onto your system, Turbo C, either Dev C, either you can use any C programming language softwares, application softwares. You can type that soft programs and just match that your output will be same as I write right here or not. Okay, so thank you class, have a good day.